chase the night in the kindness the calacan. I got it fakaluni, axel at my vacation. I found it, I found it, my vacation. I found good vitraum, okay, oh, and my vacation. I found.
We started unofficially in 2002. It was just the four of us originally, and then we were joined by James. When was that?
2 years ago?
2 years ago.
I think.
It was a huge step musically for the band. Your playing kind of pushes my playing, because I have to keep up with the young ones.
I wouldn't like to make this album if it was stretched out over months and months or a year, you know. It's I think it's important to capture this moment in time of where we are right now musically.
If we had 6 months, we would end up ironing out all the creases, all the imperfections, and it would lose the energy. It's about trying to capture the live rawness of our music.
We've actually built up, I think, quite a big sound, a bigger and more solid sound than I'd anticipated. We're also trying to identify the sound of the band. I think that's really important, that people hear it and they know what band it is. When people hear pipes, they don't always identify specific things, they just hear pipe music. So I'm going to have a wee think about that, about how the piping can be made to identify with the band rather than be anonymous. Don't want to be anonymous. We want to have something particular.
Most of us have known Andy for quite a while. He's incredibly knowledgeable, and he's just the right kind of energy that you need when you're making a record. He's just fantastic. And on an experience front, I think he's been at the forefront of Scots trad music since about 1840.
We've now got these fantastic two new members, Megan Henderson and James Mackenzie. They've been a massive influence on the band musically with their Highland influence, but also on me as a writer. I feel like this is the most themed musical project that we've done. It's felt the most natural so far, and part of that is the fresh influence of the new people that are in the band.
It's been really nice kind of joining the band who are kind of your pals already, and just playing their music which you've already enjoyed, so it's been good.
It's been good just kind of slotting into a well-established band that's kind of so busy as well, you know.
There's a bit more Gaelic influence in it now, and doing some Gaelic songs, and a lot of the music's more tunes from the Highlands. I hadn't done much studio recording before, and I think James was in the same boat, so it's been quite a good experience just seeing how it all fits together.
We've always wanted to give a contemporary edge to the tradition, and that's still what we're trying to do, is maybe we'll take things a kind of more contemporary route, but there's still fundamentally we're trying not to damage the beauty of these pieces. With Breabach, we've never recorded one of my songs before. I came up with the idea for Western Skies, which basically starts off looking at my childhood in Western Canada, and then looks at my kind of headspace when I first moved away from home and got a flat in Glasgow, and just comparing the way I was a child in Western Canada, but I was still kind of a child when I was 19 years old and moved out of my parents' house.
But I still dream of Western skies.
We feel that it's really working for us to get that natural live feeling in a recording. I mean, that's what you want to capture is a good live performance. We've been trying to do things at the same time and trying to leave in what some might call mistakes or fluffs. We're trying not to get too critical and get a nice finished product. To be at your best musically, you have to be inspired. And if you walk out the front door and you've got a massive loch and all these mountains around you, I mean, that's how to take a break from the studio. You couldn't ask for more than that.
You may pick other bands that have got similar lineups, but I think what we've got here is the way the rhythm section works. And I detect a rock and roll element there. It's not too overt, but it's strong enough to give that, if you like, a wider access of rhythm. It's a lovely place to work, suits the music sounds fine, the rooms sound good, and the pub is about 2 minutes away.